turning the page a little bit, let's jump into a little bit of your entrepreneurial spirit. That's the part that I love to hear about.
Okay.
Um, why is that so important for you right now and that entrepreneurship and teacher entrepreneurship? Uh, let's talk about that a little bit. Why is that such a big passion for you?
I mean, many teachers across the globe are underpaid, undervalued. And one way to circumvent that is to monetize your gifts. In 2012, I said to myself, it was actually 2011, I launched my first business.
Hmm.
So my first business was I became a real estate investor. That house that I bought when Nian was just 6, almost 7 years old, when we relocated to Virginia, we lived in that house for 4 years. And then eventually I moved back to New York City and I decided to rent my townhouse. My family, some of my family members thought I was completely bonkers. Like, I don't even believe you're going to do this. Like, why are you going to do this? You should just sell. And I said, no, I'm going to keep this house that it took blood, sweat, and tears to get that house. Okay. And so that was back in 2004 that I bought that house. In 2008, I relocated back to New York City, but in 2011, I decided to stop using it as a vacation home and I started to rent it. And it was one of the best decisions I made. And so what was annoying at me, I was 39 years old and I kept saying, I want more autonomy. I want more the ability to lead and make decisions in my own little space.
Hmm.
Back in the day, I thought that I was going to become a daycare owner operator of my own preschool. That was my goal back then when Nia was first born. But then I thought to myself, because we have all these children who are struggling readers, I think the best bet is to open a tutoring center. And so that's what I did. I opened a tutoring center. I launched July 2nd. I'm going on 13 years, July 2nd, 2012. And I had a handful of kids and the moms just kept coming, kept coming, kept coming. And I thought, then the next year I launched the second location. And then the next year I condensed those two into one bigger location. And so I believe that teachers who complain that they only are paid whatever their annual salary is and it's not enough, do something about it and launch your own thing. It could be twice a week. It doesn't have to be. It could be whatever you want it to be. You design it the way you want it to be. And mine, I started out as an academic summer camp because kids were in swimming class, they were in the YMCA, but kids weren't learning anything. And we know that there's a summer slide and kids lose what they've gained over the course of those 10 months, in 2 months over the summer. So I thought I'll launch an academic summer camp. And then I just continue with an after school program and then private tutoring, teaching kids chess
And that was a question I was going to ask
and the
you.
rest is history. You know, I've been doing it for so long, and some people say, "But why do you still do it?" Because I still love it. And this is where I can be most autonomous. This is where I can be most autonomous and have say so over every decision that is made. And you can't beat that as a teacher. You know, you're sort of told what to do and how to do it. And I don't agree with everything that I've been told to do. And I know from my own experience as a tutor, this isn't going to work. And I know because I have my own little laboratory where I'm doing the thing and parents are paying me and I'm getting results. So that's what I love about it. You can take your gifts and monetize them. Why not? I mean, I'm at a point now where I'm thinking about, at 53 years old, I'm thinking now about the next 10 years and I'm creating this digital part of my business, something if I had thought about it then, it wasn't something I thought about. But how can I remove myself and get paid when I'm not doing the tutoring, when
Right.
I'm not relying on others to tutor for me? So hence my course, the Syllable Division Queen course and my Syllable Division Queen workbooks. Again, these are tools that mom could use to help teach her kid how to read. So I'm thinking about the next 10 years and how I can digitize my business, take my intellectual property, put it on paper and in videos and help mom in that capacity as well. So I think it's crucial because it does a lot for you emotionally.
Okay. You answered two of my questions that I was going to ask you is what would you tell a teacher that feels stuck? And it goes back to what you said, monetize your gift. That other question was, uh, how did you build a strong tutoring business? And you said that kind of like one step at a time, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.